The Seven of Wands, stand your ground. So it's about being really firm with an idea. You've got a concept or a situation that's going on around you. It's suggesting to not give in, clearly. It's quite a simple message in many terms. It could be talking about the eclipses that occurred either back in February, but I'm thinking it's coming up to the next set of eclipses, which are in July. So it could be referencing energies coming around this that may be making you either want to start something or push something through, a project or ideas or concepts. It can be related to our careers or passions or hobbies. So it might be in that particular sector or field. But the light is coming. So if you've got a project that you've been working on and you've been wanting it to take flight or to be noticed or to be finished or something, then they're just saying there's light coming at the end of the tunnel of a whole thing that you've been working on. So definitely don't give up. Wow, cornucopia. It doesn't come out that often, and this is the card of, fruition of success, which is kind of what we were just talking about, saying don't give up because the success is coming. And I think this is a message in reference to this card, just letting you know, for those of you who have been working on this project or direction or desire or passion, tending to me to be a bit creative, that you're going to be able to reap the rewards of it. Cornucopia can also be taken in terms of health. So if any of you have had health issues and you've been staving your way through it and it's been an ongoing conundrum of up and down health or unresolved health issues, it feels as though that it's coming to completion, that you are going to find an answer, that you will see a new pathway, you will be able to uplift something new or head in this new direction or reap some benefits or rewards from something you've been doing over the last possibly 7 months or possibly even longer. Could have even been a 7-year cycle for some of you. Cornucopia can also represent just overall abundance and manifestation of a lot of different things in your life. Great, great card to have turn up. The Page of Cups. It's a beautiful card. It represents love. And it can represent love at the very beginning stages. So for some of you, this can be romantic love coming in, a new partnership. It can also be young love, as in children. So like someone new coming into your life that is a younger person that is very special. So this can be blended families, the birth of a child, someone you haven't seen for a long time, which could be a relative or a friend's baby from overseas that you've not met before and that you bond with them. You do meet them and you see them and you bond. It is a beautiful card initiating new young love. So beautiful way to start the reading. Let's go straight into one of the soul's journeys. Ooh, discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So this card is, I think it's re-emphasizing, same color palette too, with the purple kind of background. It's telling you to be disciplined about these things that you've either got on the ball or that you're acting on or that you are working through, or ideas. Don't give up. Stand your ground and set some goals and stick to them. These mandalas are quite powerful. They can actually be the instigators for you when you look at the mandalas. They can be working through the higher self or the subconscious to really activate something in the background that will help you form a structure for discipline so that you can get the rest of this idea or creative resource or prospect or something going. So even though it seems severe discipline, it's not. It's telling you to make sure that you don't give up, to have a pattern, to format the goals, to regulate something, and to push forward. You can accomplish what you set your mind to. Yin Yang. It's talking about balance and harmony. this is 22 and this is 11. So it's half of the cornucopia is half of the yin yang. So I guess yin yang is when we find full balance. And I was talking to you guys before about health. So some of you are coming into a better health picture, or there's a health thing that you have been dealing with or working through, and it is about to come to an end. It's like a mountain. It's been an ongoing, arduous deal. And if it's not you, it's been someone very close to you that you have either supported, either emotionally or physically, and the cycle is coming to an end. I think this bodes better balance in a lot of ways, and that's a balance physically for physical health, but it's also balance for emotional and mental health for some of you guys as well. He came out last time for Cancer. Do check your moon and rising signs, you guys, too, because there could be some really good information there, and some of these messages could even be duplicated. This is technically the Seven of Swords, and in this card it's a slightly better look than the traditional one, but I don't trust him, and when he's out, things can happen. So May could be, there could be some things globally to be a little bit aware of. So if you're traveling, be a bit cautious. This is not the time to give out your bank statements or private information, especially online. This can represent online fraudulent activities, being caught and having your name handed out to the public, people trying to do fraudulent activity against you or blackmail, things like that as well. It can also be associated with business fraud, so white-collar crime, and just people in your circle that you perhaps shouldn't be trusting. So be careful who you let in, and be careful of what's going on in the background in situations. So it's a card of warning, take care. Now, the other thing is, if it's you behaving in that manner, you'd better be real careful, because it's almost not worth it. Something goes wrong when this guy is out, and if you're doing any deception yourself, or there's any envy about things and you're trying to derail it, I'd be real careful, because I don't think it's a good idea. Let's come here. This also came out in Cancer's reading, the Four of Wands, which is actually a lovely card. So moving completely away from energies like this. This is happy home and harmony and balance, feeling like you're the king of the castle. Also celebratory events such as weddings, inaugurations, births, christenings, which we talked about before, that this could be a brand new child that comes into your life that is like a love connection. It could be your own child or someone very close in the family, or it could be extended family members or blended families coming together. Some of you may be moving house, shifting, purchasing a new home, moving overseas, immigrating. There's all of those things as well with that card. The Queen of Rods could be someone around you. She is usually a fire sign person. She may be your partner or a romantic proposition, or a business person as well. She could be a sibling or a family person, but more often than not, she's associated with careers or creativity. She could be a boss or a person like a mentor who gives you ideas and facilitates growth in getting this activated or carried further forward too. So she could be a boss or a new employer. This could be you trying to find a new job for some of you if it's not health related, and this lady could help you out big time. So keep your eye out for this fire sign energy. She could see the rod she's holding, like this one. She could be initiating, helping this project to come to its final stages. So she could be like a publisher, or a person who checks your work or goes through with it, or liaises with someone who gets your work or project to be completed or accepted by an external authority. Nice, the Six of Cups, again, children. So we've definitely got youngsters in your reading somehow, and they do feel like they're family related. and possibly you're going back in time, and maybe you attend a wedding that's a family wedding, or you go back to visit family members, possibly a christening maybe, or going back to where you used to live and feeling the fondness of happiness and what it was like back then. Sometimes this can represent an ex-lover coming back on the scene. Generally, it evokes feelings again, and some of you may kick that into being, and this could be this proposition of this new love again. So although it's new love, it might have been that you were with this person before and you reinstigate something. Nice. This is the 9 of Pentacles. It says everything down there, material harvest. And you had the cornucopia, you had the yin yang, the balance and things coming right in life. Now you're getting this material financial abundance as well, which is the similar type of thing as the cornucopia. If you see, he's got food and he's showing gratefulness for the harvest, if you like, and the same as this. So, but really positive in terms of your money, finances, your career possibly. There might be some reward coming for you in your career sector. Or if you haven't been working, this might be the time that you get a job or are able to uplift one. Someone could loan you some money, or you could be in the position to loan someone something. But look at the gratitude and the state of mindfulness that he's in, and saying thank you for all of the benevolence that has come my way. And then we will go to the soul's journey. Wow, look at this. Deception and envy. So there's something in here, guys. If you have had any envy about anyone else, you don't need to this month. You guys are getting a lot of positivity. I've just been through it all. Your cornucopia, the material harvest, the opportunities here to heal something or to finish it or to come to the light at the end of the tunnel. And look at the way that light is shining right there. Some of you, it might have been body issues, and like in this lower part of your body might have been a problem, and that could be healing, or operations might be successful. But it says, I am the same as everybody but with different challenges. So just know that whatever we're going through, if it's something we don't like, if it's been a difficult, tumultuous time, whether it be 7 years worth of difficulty, or 7 months, or 7 people have created what you believe to be difficult times, we have to go through what we're going through for whatever reason it is. We have to experience it, and most importantly, we need to learn from it. So try to accept your own life for what it is right now. And just remember that every cloud has a silver lining, and that there is usually something positive even within a negative. But don't hold on to envy, because it doesn't serve you. It just brings you down, and it slows everything up, and it becomes this sad ass person who's miserable, and there's no point in that. So let's just do a couple more. There you are. Patience, patience. And I know that some of you have waited a really long time. We're back at the 7 again. And so I've talked a lot about, you've had a lot of 7s, right? So there's 3 7s now. So the 7 is really symbolic or relevant to you guys. And I see the light shining on the card, and it's not going without being noticed. There is light coming. We've talked about this right from the beginning. You just have to have more faith that you're going to get through it. But timing is not yours to decide. It is the universe that decides on when things are happening. So what is that time there? Is it 10 past 11? 10 past 10. So the number 10 might be relevant. You might have to wait another 10 something. But patience is a virtue. Find it if you can, all right? I think it really is boding a whole story here amongst a lot of what is going on. especially these cards all are lining up in the same number. Sometimes, of course, we want things to speed up, or we want to be over an illness, or we want to be done with a court injustice, or we want someone out of our lives, or we want more money, or we want this or that or that. But having the patience and just letting the universe do the timing, that's when we feel better. That's when things roll better. That's when it just is, and you accept it. So a good card really for you guys. Wow, look at this. You see, inside your reading, you're having the two total opposite messages. You've got messages of amazing opportunity of prosperity and cornucopia and abundance. And at the other hand, you're being told to drop the envy, drop any deception, drop any impatience, because these things could be there for you if you're in the right mindset and in the right place to uplift these things that are coming. This is another amazing card, and I see the healing. So I am thinking for a lot of you, this is physical or emotional or mental healing that is slowly taking place. Oh my God. What number is that? 4 sevens now. There's probably even more. No, 4 sevens. This is very important for you guys, Scorpio. So there's something in here for you guys to take on board and really think about and really ponder as your reading takes shape and as the month takes shape. So remember the words patience. Remember to drop the envy or deception. Remember to stand your ground, that the healing is coming. The door to the happiness and healing is on its way. You just have to bring in the balance and the harmony for it to happen. And then you will experience some of the cornucopia of life and the material harvest in many different ways. And if you have the discipline, you can do it. And the personal happiness within your home life is growing and is abundant. And yes, there is the possibility of love and also of going back over the past somehow to redefine something from the past in a positive healing way, or in an emotional way, or in a love way. So I like your reading. It's quite strong and it's quite stroppy, but it has messages in there of great possibilities, and also just messages of telling you to let go and, not worry about the negatives in life. Try to affirm the positivity. So I think we'll call it quits there, Scorpio. I think it is a lovely reading, and there's plenty for you guys to think about and act on. So thanks for joining me. I love it when you leave your comments about what's happening around you, and I think everyone enjoys reading them and, adding to them as well.